Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel. This reading is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, or to the cross watchers who are dealing with a Pisces as well. Pisces, October. Okay, starting off with the Judgment card here, Pisces. This is you allowing all your opinions to be expressed, or someone around you allowing all their opinions to be expressed. The Judgment card is really letting go of walls or barriers or misconceptions, and it's really opening up yourself something to, perhaps something you were a little bit closed-minded about, Pisces, something that you weren't very open to. Now, it might be a person, it might be an idea, it might be a concept, it might be a religion. It can be some sort of pathway that you've sort of closed yourself off about, but curiosity has you peaking here. Okay, your curiosity is peaking, and I feel as though you're going to pursue something here. But with the Judgment card, it could involve anything around family life, spouses, children, reconciling with family members, healing of old relationships, healing of even new relationships with the Judgment card. You've got two beautiful angels. Okay, so guardian angels, spirit guides might just be around you in the month of October. There might be someone special here around you that's looking out for you, maybe someone that's visiting you, maybe someone that's passed on to a different realm, okay? So it can be quite a spiritual energy, or you might have quite spiritual or metaphysical moments in the month of October. But it could also involve contracts, legalities, anything to do about real estate, family, children. Maybe your children are entering binding unions. There could be contracts around them, or something to do with the family. But I feel like it's the angel Gabriel. So there's possibly an angel with a message here. Now, if it's not your spirit guides or someone that's passed on, Pisces, it could just be that there's a universe that's sending you some sort of divine message or synchronous event, and it's going to open you up to something spectacular here, Pisces, because you've got the Seven of Pentacles below that, which is all about deep thinking, analysis, understanding, and looking at how far you've come in something. Now, it could definitely involve an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You've got fire, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and you also have air, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So these judgments, or this opinion, or this openness could involve one of these signs around you. You do have the Three of Wands, and I often see this card as a long distance card because he sets out on a journey. He's got his bag, he's got his robes, he's got his wands, and he's ready to start something long term. So there's the formation of something long term that's coming to fruition in October. It could be a new idea, could be a creative idea. It could be a new person who's coming in to form a relationship with you. There might be travel plans, or meeting someone who is further afield, long distance, or someone with a foreign background that's going to be a part of your life in October and beyond. The Three of Wands can be a third-party situation as well. For those that are juggling several incomes, several people, several lovers, this can potentially get a little bit overwhelming to the point where you might end one of these income streams or end one of these relationships. There's something that you might terminate here, which could come towards the end of October, as indicated by the Ten of Swords. But back to that Three of Wands energy, if you are dealing with a fire sign, I feel like this person is thinking about the long-term future with you. They've got long-term goals for you, or long-term visions. If you've just started with a company, for example, there's someone who sees a lot of potential in you, Pisces, and they have big things in store for you, or they have big plans they want to share with you. But these are long-term plans. So it is quite exciting. And the notion of this person being quite helpful, encouraging, or inspiring is also coming through from the angels here, because you do have the Temperance card. Now, something that you've been extremely patient for here, Pisces, is coming true for you. You've waited ever so long. It might be a living situation, a green card. It might be a lover coming back into your life. It might be a friend who you've been wanting to get back in touch with. Something that you've been very, very patient for. Because you have the Two of Cups, and the angel sort of mediates everything and balances everything out. And it's all about balance, emotions that are balanced as well. because water is emotions. And, you know, the sun rises here. This is very powerful. He looks to the rising sun. So some things are really illuminated here, maybe more so based on spirituality, faith, religious orientation. But Sagittarius energy is honesty, truthfulness, and coming out with something, very honestly coming out with something. Maybe it's a review, okay? Maybe you're bringing judgment forward about a person, but there's it's almost like they're going to appreciate that sense of honesty and forthrightness that you will exhibit with the Temperance card here. But again, the notion of the wings are spread. Things are taking flight. This is liftoff, Pisces. It's also, I think there's a bit of a build-up happening in October because something appears to be taking off for you. It could be with a person. It could be some sort of adventure. But you've been thinking about it for quite some time because the Seven of Pentacles is a very channeled and a very focused energy. He's collected all his memories, all his resources, all his finances, all his emotions, and he's assessing them. So you're collecting or assessing or perusing or investigating. Remember, judgment is here. So for some reason, you're seeking answers, and the answers that you seek are going to come to you. There's going to be some sort of sign or symbol or message, a divine message that leads you in the right direction. But it is protection as well, because the angels, whether you believe in angels or not, they do symbolize guidance and protection and nurturing. They're celestial beings that come down to us to nurture us, to teach us, to protect us. So I feel like the Judgment card could even be protection, okay, in whichever aspect: financial protection, protection of the heart, the mind, the ego, the self, the family. Things like this could be coming up, okay, if you have family, friends, etc. The next card over is a Two of Pentacles, and this is you trying to manage everything, possibly another income stream that you might start in October, which does seem to be quite promising, or will be quite financially promising for you in the upcoming month. It could also be you juggling different tasks. Something about back and forth, so possibly a long distance connection, professional connections that are overseas, romantic connections that are overseas, or even traveling in between two different locations. There's a lot of back and forth, so it could turn out to be, it could shape out to be quite a busy month for you, Pisces. And the important thing is that you don't get overwhelmed. Again, we have two boats. Boats are also symbolic of steadfastness and protection as well. Two angels, two boats. A fork in the road, maybe. When life splits in two, there's two different paths that take form. Maybe in career, maybe in your love life, but the road splits ahead. But know that you are being guided in the right direction. And I think there's, not only are you naturally quite intuitively skilled and able, I feel like there's something, a higher power, the gods, the angels, the universe, that's pushing you in one direction more than the other. But the infinity symbol here is powerful, okay? Something that is eternal or cycles coming back around. Could be an ex, could be a previous employer, it could be a hobby, it could be a task, some sort of regime that you start to pick up, or an addiction you once had. Something could come back for another cycle here, Pisces, around the time of October. It could also be weighing up your finances or weighing up your options. Some of you are definitely moving, okay? You could be choosing between two different locations, two different places. You might be choosing between two different holiday destinations even. But then again, there's a lot of back and forth of judgment, honesty. I feel like if you're dishing this out, you know, the judgment call, making the opinion, giving your giving back constructive criticism, you're going to get it in return. Again, the notion of back and forth, offers and counter offers, or second cycles coming back around you. You do have the Ten of Swords, which can indicate depletion. Okay, it can indicate pain or injury, or suffering, or a loss of an old way of life dying. There's something that you're detaching from or losing. What I love about this card is that the number 1 represents new beginnings and the darkness is lifting. So I feel like there's a new path that's being formed for you, Pisces. It's on the horizon, or distant lands might be looming in the horizon. There's There's a place that you've been thinking about visiting or wanting to visit. Maybe you have a family member who's living abroad and you're wanting to visit them. Maybe you have someone you're romantically interested in getting to know better. And maybe up until now, up until this point, thus far, you've only maintained an online connection, and there's something within you that's telling you, that's guiding you in a way to this person, and you feel like it's only right to visit them and connect with them. But there's, a new horizon. It's in the future here, Pisces. Somehow your future is going to be shaped by this month, or you're going to shape your future. And of course, we do that with the present. Every day, every decision, every choice, it's all forming our future here. So, it is quite exciting. But look, it can be in regards to an air sign here as well, that is quite significant around you, whether a sibling, a lover, a friend, a colleague. So a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. This person might be backing away, they might be changing, or they might be pulling away a little bit. But look, the Ten of Swords can also indicate betrayals, okay? Pain and hurt, because you can see he's injured. He didn't see it coming. It's the swords are in his back. So I feel as though you might be protected from something here. Whether or not it's the universe protecting you, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's just your intuition, maybe it's just your hunches, but there's something here that's protecting you from copyright, from theft, from cheating, from scandals, from bad things, from bad luck. It's almost like you're being looked after, or you're protected. So guardian angels are around you, or guiding you and protecting something very, very important, or very, very sacred to you. If this is in regards to a romantic connection with the Two of Cups here, Pisces, I feel as though a lot of you might be encountering some sort of heartbreak or healing with relationships, or Two of Cups, twin flames, soulmates. There's a lot of pain, or things that it's almost like if you just haven't broken up with someone, and it doesn't have to be recently, sometimes we're still grieving, we're still going through the heartbreak months or even years after a breakup or a loss of some kind. I feel as though you might be reliving these moments in October, maybe painful moments of some kind, because it might have even happened a long time ago with the Temperance card. Again, it's patience, it's time, it's temperance. So you might be reliving that, and it could be through nostalgia, it could be through memories, or it could be, again, cycles. History might even repeat itself, and you relive that emotionally, Pisces. So that's quite interesting. But I will leave it at that.